great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the LSU Tigers and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field? The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Buck Cockwell. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Taylor wants to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. Punt is in the air on fourth down. He'll take it on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Running inside. It's Berry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Second down, they'll go to the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Offense going to be challenged to protect on third down after that last sack. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not a lot of room to field this one. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed behind the line, it's Evans. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Mississippi State right back to the line. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Taylor wants to throw it. grabbed in the middle. It's West. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He makes a catch. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
139 Albert, 528 Crew, 528 Crew. Kill. 8-14 choice. 8-14 choice.
Off the RPO, complete. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Taylor wants to throw. Got the back over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they used a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue 30. Blue 30.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Mississippi State going up tempo. To the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Complete. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did their throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Got it in the middle, it's Berry. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell to the ground to try to move the chains. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Wide open spaces. The 10. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw it. Fakes to grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Forced out of the pocket. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Under fire. And it's a sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Here's a hit. They get to him as he throws. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Territory, they're down at the 43-yard line. Mississippi State right back to the line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered.
Ready? Blue 22. Kill.
A designed run for the quarterback. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. A fresh set of downs after that fourth down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly.
674, take off. 674, take off.
Looking to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Hey, kill it. 139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Taylor wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Durham. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Bring in the heat. And they got it.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop seven guys into coverage, only rush four, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the good quarterback.
Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. They'll stop him short of the first down. It brings up fourth, but the defense doesn't have any timeouts and can't stop the clock. The Bulldogs take their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They punt it away on fourth down. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Taylor wants to throw. Right down the middle. Finds his man. It's Evans. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And he spikes it to stop the clock, and now they'll have to decide if they want to go for the long field goal attempt here just before halftime. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's no good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. He'll put toe together and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The run inside. It's Durham. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes a grab and room to run. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers! That one will give them the lead.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hands. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Taylor wants to throw it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Now give it to Fluff. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Fluff Bothwell again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guy, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Keeps it on the draw. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Mississippi State going up tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
949, 390, twilight. 390, twilight.
Now on the move. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The RPO, it's complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Running through contact. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
886 bouncer.
On first down is Bothwell again. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now give it to Fluff. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
Taylor wants to throw. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Durham. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Levin. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. LSU right back to the line.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Deadlock here in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Brown. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, you can afford to be a little bit late as a quarterback when you're throwing curl routes into zone coverage when you've got an arm like that. This dude's got a cannon.
You know what they need. You know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Makes the catch. Across the 25, he's got room. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves. Going
to the run, it's Durham. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Running inside. It's Barry. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
A first down run in the red zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Levin. Escapes the pressure going right. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Tigers are back on top.
And this offense is still early in the down, 2nd and goal. They could still run it. They go with the pass. Nice job by the quarterback seeing it immediately, getting the football out of his hands, seeing his wide receiver open, getting the big touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's West. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
To the air on 1st down. On target. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Swings it out to the flat. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bulldog. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own. The extra point here would tie the game.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. To the air, it's Levin. Here comes the heat. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And with the pick six. Touchdown, Bulldog.
At this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Paul, against the pick six to break the tie?
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Caught over the middle. It's Watkins. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Got a man. It's Harris. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The give on the counter. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Back to pass, it's Levin. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that third down here on the third play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads it left. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that 4th down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by 1 possession.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Now 2nd down, and it's as if this crowd senses they can help them get a huge stop. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Defense comes up with a really big stop there. That's nice. They don't give up the 1st down, so the clock keeps working, but they're on their own end of the field. They know this offense is going to start taking shots into the end zone. They better have some guys ready on the back end, ready to swat some balls away and make some plays.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. The run inside. It's Durham. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He's looking to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Tigers are back on top.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do, just like practice. Knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Taylor wants to throw it. Moving out to the right. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Kill. 180, raise call. 180, raise call.
Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And you can only call that run play here late in the football game, needing points when you...
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it. Knocked down for the tackle. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's 2nd and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it. But he comes right back and stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion. It's not a 1st down, but now you're set up 3rd and short. And this all of a sudden looking pretty good for the offense.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Running inside. It's Berry. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To the air, it's Levitt. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the right. He's got it. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Four quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
We'll get it started here in overtime. The give on the option. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Mississippi State going up tempo. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Taylor wants to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack.
776 captain. Ready.
Here's a give to Bothwell. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Splits the uprights, and now they have a 3-point lead here in OT. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, Dave.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Powers through the defender. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there. But it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here. We're bouncing around. We're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time.
Great. Yeah, right.
If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening. But we got a free game that was awesome. Back and forth, nip and tuck. And bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
That's going to do it for us as the